Hello, guys. This is Armando Velez from the Locked On Florida Panthers podcast, and here are 5 things you need to know about the Florida Panthers ahead of the 2022-23 season. First thing is, the Florida Panthers made a big trade sending Jonathan Huberdeau, Mackenzie Weegar, prospect Cole Schwitt, and a 2025 first-round pick in exchange for star winger Matthew Tkachuk. This is considered one of the biggest trades in NHL history. Some compare it to when Wayne Gretzky was traded to LA for Jimmy Carson. Now, Tkachuk is no Wayne Gretzky, but he represents a major shakeup for the defending President's Trophy winners. The second thing, the Panthers don't have a lot of capital at their disposal. And although it's great to see a small market team like the Panthers going for it and spending to the cap, they're going to have to be creative this year if they want to add to the roster. This year, the Cats have about $6.5 million in dead cap with the buyouts of Keith Yandle and Scott Darling and are without a first-round pick until 2026. The result? They had to do a lot of one-year deals this past offseason in order to reset for next year, where they're expected to have $15 million in cap space to play with. The third thing for this Florida Panthers team is that they went into a new direction at head coach. After the resignation of Joel Quenneville, interim head coach Andrew Brunette led the Panthers to the President's Trophy last season. But after getting swept in the second round by the eventual Eastern Conference champion Tampa Bay Lightning, the Florida Panthers decided to bring in head coach Paul Maurice. Maurice, who has made a Stanley Cup final, brings 20-plus years of head coaching experience. General manager Bill Zito is bringing a veteran coach to try to get the best out of this still very young group of guys who have had a little bit of a taste of what it's like to win a round, but now can possibly take them a little further. The fourth thing for the Florida Panthers, the blue line and goaltending will be a big story for this team as they lost a number one defenseman, Mackenzie Weegar, in the Tkachuk trade. Is Gustav Forsling the guy who can fill the top spot consistently opposite Aaron Ekblad? And in between the pipes, Sergei Bobrovsky will have to continue to build off his 2021-2022 season, where his .913 save percentage was by far his best in his 3 seasons in South Florida. Going to year 4 of his 7-year, $70 million deal, Bobrovsky will need to perform again. Otherwise, he could start hearing the footsteps of backup Spencer Knight. The fifth thing for the Florida Panthers is that this is a big year for guys to take a leap like Anton Lundell and Spencer Knight. Lundell is expected to be the Panthers' future 2C behind Alexander Barkov, but as of now, he holds the 3C spot. Spencer Knight has a year left on his ELC and is seen as the goalie of the future. The Panthers will likely have the most expensive goalie tandem in the NHL come next year, but this is a big year to see what kind of bridge deal Spencer Knight can earn, along with the reps that he will get at the NHL level shall Sergei Bobrovsky struggle. Young guys who are bubble roster players who will need to have big years are forwards Grigory Denisenko and Alexei Heponiemi, who have had spot appearances in the big league club the last few seasons, but haven't found themselves as mainstays just yet. The cap situation for the Panthers means that the development of the players down the farm is just as crucial for the Panthers to accelerate their championship window. You are now fully in the know about the 2022-23 Florida Panthers. Be sure to subscribe to the Locked On Florida Panthers podcast for free wherever you get podcasts and on YouTube to keep up with the Cats all season long.